He's finally going back to work. Oh my God. Thank God. Thank God.
Yes, back to work.
Stop texting and driving.
Back to work, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Less time together. You know. Just, you know, back to the
More
basics.
money back in the house, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This 50% disability has been hell.
Yeah, that shit ain't
It's been hell. Then I messed around and got fired. It's just a mess. This is the first time I ever got fired. I was so sad about it. I cried and he laughed at me. He just thought it was like, I came home early. I pull up in the driveway. He come out. He thinking it's my brother.
I'm at a red light. Stop,
No,
man.
we
It's the only time I
recording.
get. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
This is the only time I get. Stay off your phone.
I
turned on his like tracker thing so you can track like how much they on social media.
I don't think
like
this is fair because I haven't been at work, but it probably be
What
worse.
does that mean?
It probably would be worse if I was at work some days.
Absolutely, I'm sure it is.
And I'd be home, I'd be bored, so of course.
Your daily average. Oh my God. His daily average on social media is 16 hours. Like, bro, that's the whole time you awake.
No, it's get the
That's the whole time you awake.
I think it's doing the most because I leave apps open.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I
I
leave apps
that.
open.
I leave apps open too.
Yeah,
I leave
that's
apps open too. And mine says 5 hours.
How much mine said?
16.
They tripping. A daily average, bro.
Daily average.
Come on, bro. I must was watching
crazy.
YouTube or something.
Nah, bruh. That's, oh my gosh. And it's all you do from 6 a.m. This is ridiculous. This is so sad.
That's not true.
This is really sad.
That shit not true. That shit fake.
This is so sad.
But anyways, man, we finally finished the movie, man. Oh my God. I mean,
see how you just gonna jump into it? You ain't even telling what we talking about.
Oh, well, we've been watching, what's the new movie?
Wait, before we talk about that one, we gotta talk about Raising Kanan.
Oh, yeah.
So, if y'all seen Raising Kanan yet, I don't know if y'all see Raising Kanan the last episode. What happened?
On the last episode? That's when his mama
Okay, so on the episode before that, spoiler if you haven't started watching it or whatever, episode before that, the detective Howard, he found out that Kanan is his son.
Yeah.
Because he got arrested with Symphony, which is the mama's boyfriend who also works at the club.
He didn't get arrested with Symphony. He got arrested with the G. He was outside fighting, remember?
He got arrested with the Jet and Symphony came to get him.
Yeah,
yeah, right. Symphony came to get him, and when he got there or whatever, the detective was talking to him, asking his birthday. Well, his birthday didn't line up with the time that old boy, who's supposed to be his daddy, went to jail, and he confronted the mama, and the mama said, "Don't worry about my son, worry about yourself," blase, blase. Well, the detective, he's also dying from cancer, some type of cancer.
He need a bone marrow transplant.
Right.
It can be somebody within kin.
So he ain't have nobody, he had no family or nothing like that. So when he found out about Kanan, he asked the doctor if he had a son, could it work? She was like, it could be a better possibility for you. So there's that part.
Oh, they killed homeboy. They found out that he wasn't really trying to be down. Because remember they went to the
yeah, so Kanan mama, Raquel, I'm trying to think of her name. Raquel, she got her business, and then Unique got his business, which is Joey Badass. He got his business. Rock got a dude who real loyal to her that Kanan thought was the one that had set her up. Well, Kanan just don't know no better. He a little slow right now. He's still learning some things. And so he tried to run up on old boy. And of course, I don't care whose son you is, I'm gonna beat your ass right here. Stop playing with me. Kanan got saved in that moment. He got saved. He definitely was. And so Raquel was like, well, I know that you loyal to me, but my son feeling some type of way, so I got something different for you to do because he's a shooter for her. She went and had him infiltrate Unique's group of his gang, whatever. So he been over there getting intel, doing whatever. The other brother, Lou, call him Lulu, whatever. He in the music. He been working with Famous, who is Kanan's homeboy, and his niece, Jukebox, Kanan's cousin. He been working with them on their music or whatever, and they got this showcase coming up. So Lou's trying to kind of do this thing legit, the club legit. He's paying for everything because that's kind of the field he wants to get into. He wants to. It seems like he's more like an executive producer because he pays for everything. But when he get everything done and he tells his sister, like, yo, I want this shit to be clean. I don't want no problems at the club or whatever. And she's like, you mean the club that I'm paying for? That my dirty shit is paying for? You want it to be clean? Whatever, bro. Whatever. She got a little attitude about it, but she went with it. Then he went to go holler at Unique.
That better not be a fucking train.
I can't edit this type of shit out, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. We was on the way home. Goddamn train stopped us, man.
He's so inconsiderate. He don't be caring about nobody but himself. Like, I was not just talking.
I'm sorry, bro. You heard the train.
So what? You got something to do? You got somewhere to be?
Yeah, with you.
And are you doing that?
Yeah, but...
So stop worrying about that goddamn train. I was talking. Every time you do that, I don't even want to finish what the fuck I was saying. I don't even want to say that shit no more. No, I ain't worried about you, man.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, Lulu was having the showcase, y'all, and he wanted everything to be right. So, how'd it go, you know? He went to Rock, A-Rock. No selling drugs at the show tonight. No, none of that shit. Rock wasn't really trying to have that shit, but she let it slide. So he went to Unique, you know, on some boss player shit. Like, hey, bro, I know we ain't fucking with each other right now, but the showcase on limit tonight, dog. Nobody need to serve drugs. Ain't no crazy shit. None of that. So Unique was like, man, you got some balls coming up in here, you know, demanding shit. But you know what? Since it is what it is, we at war. You had enough heart to come in here. All right, showcase off limits. As soon as he walked out the door, the nigga told him, oh, man, I want y'all to go fire that bitch up tonight. Oh, damn. Sorry. I was about to fire that bitch up tonight. So, man, showcase come. You know, I thought something crazy was going to happen for real.
How long?
Like,
he told his best dude and Rod's spy, his little snitch dude, to do it. So he's sweating. Keep going.
Yeah, so he's sweating. They get in the club, man. So, you know, they in there. He like, who we gonna shoot? He ain't telling yet. So they still walking around the club looking for people. So the niece get on stage, and, you know, the homeboy, they start performing. And, you know, they finally find him. He said, we finna shoot Lulu, which is Rock brother. And the little snitch nigga like, Lulu. So shit, they see Lulu standing in front of him. Lulu having to turn around. I guess, you know, when you're a street nigga, I guess your hairs on your neck move a little different. So he was standing, he felt like somebody was watching him. He turned around, he saw the little nigga. He said, and the nigga went to flick his nose like that. The nigga Lulu started a little commotion and got the fuck from out of there. So they was leaving. Bro, they went out the back. Bro had them put a pistol on him like, yeah, nigga, you thought
we knew
I
you
ain't
was
see
a
that?
snitch.
Nigga, yeah, we knew if we tried to kill Lulu, you wasn't gonna go for that, nigga. Yeah, let's go.
Killed that nigga.
Threw
Threw him on Rock porch while they was sleeping. Kanan sneaking back in from the little shit or whatever. Sneak in, they hear the screeching, and they hear like they bust one in the air kind of thing. So they run downstairs, snitching on their porch.
In his drawers.
Shot, tortured. Ooh, child. But you know, predictions. Go ahead.
For the next episode? I think that was the end of the season.
No.
Oh, for the next episode, prediction?
Like, it's hard to predict what's gonna happen next because there's just so many things that can happen. Like, it's just so many things that can happen. Now that they know, like, cause Lulu, he know that, like, okay, bro not gonna keep his word for shit. He was trying to do something legit, and that's not gonna work. So he kind of, being who he is, he's always the more level-headed one. I feel like it's gonna be hard for him to not do anything, but I think he's gonna have a hard time not retaliating on that. Because he is a level-headed one. And the first thing you want to do is, nigga just played me in my face. So I want to handle that. But where they at right now is just like, he gonna have to kind of
I think she gonna make a deal with the police officer, man.
Howard, Detective Howard.
Yeah, for brother help her, for little brother give him
The
his
bone
bone marrow. They gonna work out a deal.
I don't know, because she told the bruh took a day off. He took a day off when he went to go talk to the doctor about maybe having a son. And so his partner did little follow-ups in the neighborhood. And when Rock was leaving the club and she saw the officer, she said, hey, tell your partner the worst place to be is between a mother and her son. And I don't think she would ever use Kanan as collateral. Because it's her and him against everybody fucking else. And as a mama, nah, you're not getting my son bone marrow so I can keep running shit. You got me fucked up.
But that's not, you act like that's a death thing, like he could die again.
Well, but still, bone marrow is a surgical procedure.
Yeah. And
you're technically supposed to be over 18.
16. She said 16.
No, she said 18.
16.
She said 18.
16. He's only 15. He's supposed to be 16.
Yeah, I think it was 18.
16.
No, he thought he was 16, but he was really 15. That lady did not say 16. She either said 17 or 18.
No,
because
she said 16, but he still needs the guardian's consent. That's
no, it says with the guardian's consent, we can go to, usually they have to be 18, but under certain circumstances, we can make an exception. With the guardian's consent, of course, was what she said.
Yeah, so that's next, man. I think they gonna work a deal. Cause I think she ain't gonna let bro die because she see the benefits of having him on the force.
But I'm not gonna put my son in jeopardy just to keep him on the force. I'm good on that.
He's saving his daddy in the title, so I mean, if you give him that,
after I
give
just sat here and lied to him all his life about who his daddy was, nah.
That's cool. All right, so you want to help your daddy? How you doing? Your real daddy?
Nah.
I mean, it's a shitty way to find out that's your daddy, but
I don't think she gonna do that.
yeah, all right. I agree. But I don't know. We'll see. What about our other show we been watching? You still want to talk about?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got over all that.
Oh my gosh. I know y'all done seen this new show on Netflix, Clickbait. Now, I'm so into like, oh, we gotta figure out who did it type of thing, and this is exactly that. This is a who done did it type of situation.
This nigga said who done did it.
Who done did it. And the whole thing, each episode you be like, oh, they did it. This person did it. And then at the end of the episode you're like, bitch, no, it wasn't them. It was this person who did it. And then at the end, it was none of the people that you said did it. None of them. Not one. It's a limited series. It just dropped not too long ago, but it's like eight. Yeah, it was 8 episodes, so it's an easy watch. We gonna talk about it. So skip these next 5 minutes if you ain't seen it, cause we finna tell you who done did it.
Yeah.
And what got us there. It was a lot. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought it was the wife. I thought she had a conspiracy theory
I
set
had
up.
about 2-3 different who done did it.
And I feel like it's always so easy to think the wife, because we watch a lot of Snap and ID channel, and that tends to always be the case, the wife. So it was not necessarily shocking that it wasn't the wife.
It was shocking.
It wasn't shocking that it wasn't the wife.
Okay, it wasn't shocking that it wasn't the wife, but it was definitely shocking when it became who it was.
So, like, first they're like, you really thinking that it's the wife, because the sister, you know it ain't the sister, because him and the brother too close. Like, that's not even a question. Her brother too close. So, that's not even a question. But the way sis is finding stuff out, you find out that the wife done cheated, but she ain't said nothing to nobody about it. The dude that she was cheating with was kind of stalking the daddy a little, the husband a little bit. So, you know, you really like set it up to, oh, it must have been the wife. She seems sad, but is she really sad, kind of thing. Yeah. They got sons and stuff.
Type of vibe there.
Right. And then it was like the son found out that she had cheated. Corey.
Yeah. Oh, we trying to go.
The son found out she had cheated, so then like it was a whole mess in the house, and it's all on the news because he got arrested for the killing, but ended up not being him, of course. Then it goes into after the wife. It goes into what was after the wife? Because the sister was first.
The detective.
Yeah, the sister. Because each episode is about a different person, and it's kind of like checking them all. So the sister, you getting like the background a little bit there. She's a problem child, but him and his sister always had a good relationship.
Yeah.
Then the wife, and then the detective who is doing the case or whatever. He apparently is in missing persons, but he wants to be in homicide. So this case is like really big to him. He's like, if I get this case, you know, I might move up type of situation. So how he was going at it at first was just like somebody who was just trying to come up. It wasn't like he was really trying to figure out what happened. So everything that the sister was telling him, he's just kind of, you know, throwing it off, not really paying her much attention. Like, oh, she a vigilante. She just doing this for her brother, want to avenge his death. But she had like real clues and stuff. She really knew what the fuck she was doing. You learn some stuff about him, and it goes into the reporter, and all of these people, you don't necessarily believe it's them who did the killing, but learning them in those settings for a second just set everything up. Yeah. So like the reporter, he
feel like they did it.
Right. So then it comes out that the husband was cheating on the wife. And you like, dang. And apparently he ain't started cheating until after the wife was cheating. So you're like, oh, he was just getting some retaliation. Like, dang.
You gotta get a little respect.
Right. And you knew it wasn't nothing serious because it was a bunch of women. Like a bunch of different women. And this one girl, she gonna come to town. This is where I got pissed right here. This bitch.
This hussy.
Gonna come to town talking about, I wanted to be the one to tell you that me and your husband were romantically involved
before he died.
Cause he's dead at this point, and everybody know he dead. It's not a secret. It's not guessing. Everybody know this nigga dead. And you gonna come tell his wife after it's already been ridiculed all over the news that she had cheated on him and stuff like that. It wasn't in the news yet that he had cheated. And then she gonna come to the wife and say this shit.
Yeah, she's like, I just wanted to tell you before the police.
Because I'm going to the police to tell them what I know.
So I just wanted to inform you before they did. You know, I just wanted to tell you face to face.
No, bitch. You were trying to make yourself feel better because you were feeling guilty for messing with a married man. And be clear, all of them knew that he was married and still decided to continue conversation with him. Y'all know that was a trigger for me. That was a real trigger. All of them hoes ain't shit. But anyway, with that though, come to find out, these women had never really met him. Never met him. Oh, we didn't even tell them. I'm sorry, y'all. We didn't tell y'all the man got kidnapped. That's how all this happened, and all of it came out.
So
he got kidnapped,
and it's so many like, and I ain't really into shows like this, but this show had so many plot twists within one. Yeah. Like, it kept you like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, because you was always finding something new about somebody new. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, like, damn, he did what? Damn, why he got them pictures on the laptop like that?
Wait, we didn't get to all
like I'm just saying, like, you be like all that shit you be adding up, you be like, what the fuck?
We ain't even tell y'all the premise of the show. We were so excited about it. He gets kidnapped, and it's like there's a video that comes out on YouTube, and he's holding up a sign, I abuse women and I killed a woman and all this stuff, and 5 million views, I'ma die and all this. And you like, dang, bro, like, who's doing this? Who's doing it? It gets to 5 million views or whatever. And then they find his body.
Like, I think it's like a day later.
Whatever the case may be, they find his body. So, then all that other stuff, all that stuff that we just talked about happened. Yeah. So then the Emma girl, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the police and tell them what I know. And so, you know, the wife, she's like, bitch, got my face. Like, you could have kept that, took that to your grave. Me personally, if I am messing with a married man and he dies, I'm not finna go and tell nobody I didn't tell when he was alive. Why do I feel the need to let everybody know who I was to this person who is no longer here if he didn't feel the need to let them know when he was alive?
I thought I was on Ramona then.
You on Ramona Boulevard West. Y'all, we're lost in our own city, and it's Corey's fault because he didn't want to sit in traffic that wasn't even that bad. It couldn't have been because it was getting on 295. So as soon as we got on 295, we were gonna be opening up to 7 fucking lanes, and it was not gonna be any traffic.
Anywho, so yeah, he got kidnapped. But guess who he got kidnapped by?
So wait. Yeah. So he cheating with multiple girls. Emma come out, say whatever. Come to find out, nobody had met this man. Out of the 3-4 women that had claimed that they had an affair with him, none of them had actually met him in person. So we're getting flashbacks of him being kidnapped, but we still don't know who yet. One of the girls that he was supposedly talking to committed suicide. She was deeply depressed, and he was saying he didn't want to mess with her no more. He didn't want to talk to her no more. He don't care what she do with her life. It's all on her. She ends up killing herself. Her brother is here to avenge her death. Her brother kidnaps him. You like, what the fuck? Okay. So then the brother kidnaps him. One thing leads to another. These niggas let him go. Oh my God. Like, what you mean? You just gonna let him go?
Got the 5 million views and let that nigga
let him go. We still don't know how he died at this point. A part of me don't even want to tell y'all, because you should go watch it. It was really good. It was really, really, we told y'all way too much. It doesn't add up to if you were to go watch it.
I liked it better than that. What that Sex Life? Yeah,
Sex Life was a little too much for where we at. I was ready to cut that bitch and the dude she was cheating with. But Clickbait was really good, very suspenseful, and I like limited series because I like
deeper. For some reason, they seem more deep, like
because they longer than movies but shorter than TV shows, so they don't have to like stretch it out, and they also don't have to push it all into one thing in an hour and a half. See, why you turn right there? Good on minutes. Nope, that's dead.
No, because that shit backed up. I mean, I ain't gonna be able to get out of that lane.
That's what you get for trying to rush and take shortcuts. But anyways, it was really good.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good one.
Really enjoyed it.
Any movies? We just finished Martin Luther King versus the FBI last week.
Yeah, that's on Hulu.
Listen.
That was really good.
That is if you a nigga, you must watch. Like, that's a must watch for all black people. Like, it gives you another insight on things around that time and how things took place around that time. And to be honest, it's a good movie to watch, but they want to start another light with Martin Luther King. And I think some of his secrets gonna be revealed. But to me, that doesn't start another light because shit, we all human and shit. He did some human shit, whatever it was. Because they said there's things that's gonna be released in February 2027, recordings and stuff like that of what took place because they had multiple surveillances on wherever he was. But like, so there's things that they say that took place around him that he didn't speak up for or stop. At the end of the day, like the dude said in the documentary, with everybody not being perfect, does that change the type of leader he was? Does that change the type of civil rights leader he was? Yeah. No, it doesn't. So honestly, it doesn't matter. If you're not well informed, then you are going to learn a lot from this documentary. I already knew about Martin cheating. And then hell, if you've seen Selma, you've already known that Martin had cheated on Coretta. No, but no, they're still informed.
I'm not saying that there isn't other things that you're not going to learn. All I'm saying is the FBI, if they were just trying to paint him out as a cheater.
No, but remember they talking about the rape that they allegedly...
That they claim he witnessed?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Again, that's somebody else raping somebody.
But he was present in that room while
You're right,
it was going
and we
down.
don't know what happened after that. We don't know if something happened to the person who did the rape. We don't know if Martin did nothing. We don't know if Martin said something after. We don't know. All we know is that they're trying to paint a picture, and they've sent letters and done all type of things to make it seem as if Martin did something.
Right.
So for you to say, well, he was there in the room and did nothing, we don't know none of that. All we know is Martin is in the room while this recording is going on.
Well, they said allegedly.
Allegedly, as in we do not know the facts.
Right.
And for somebody that's trying to paint Martin to look a certain way, I don't believe anything that you say without proof.
I mean, he's a man, so whatever he did, that's his business.
I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter what's on those recordings.
Right, because what it changed.
And two, it doesn't change who Martin is.
Right, because it wouldn't change if them kids came out and said Michael raped him. It wouldn't change shit.
Michael who?
Jackson. He's still Michael Jackson. Like, I mean, if they just came back out of nowhere with hard evidence that he did, okay, now what? The nigga dead.
Like, that's just the part that I don't understand. Like, why are people so empowered once somebody died or once it doesn't matter anymore? I just don't get that sometimes. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't speak on your experiences, but when you're trying to diminish somebody's character or something like that, why do you wait till they dead to do it?
Yeah.
Their character don't matter at this point.
Give that man a chance to fight for what, if it was right or wrong. Or, you know, admit his wrongs or didn't do.
And as black people, I don't care what y'all decide to put in them history books, we will be teaching our children the truth of Martin Luther King and everything that he stood for, not just the negative.
Oh, definitely. But I mean, that's one thing about teaching your kids. Like, everybody that I could name in a history book did something wrong. Lincoln wasn't for niggas. He just wanted the country to come together.
He was for the economy.
Right. So he wasn't even for niggas. You know, so everybody did something wrong. Or you know, you could come up with something that wasn't.
Nobody was perfect.
Yeah, nobody was perfect. So
nobody was perfect. And another thing that you will learn in history is that every great leader, especially male leader, had a strong ass woman standing next to him. I can't think of one that didn't. Coretta, that girl stood there by Martin till the day that she died, and it was well after him. My dog ain't play by hers. Say what y'all want, that's fine. They even sent a letter to her as if it was somebody else talking about all the sexcapades, had a tape with Martin sleeping with another woman sent to her and everything. Well, listen. That was 1968. Now it'd be a DM or a tweet somebody done mentioned you in.
Just imagine, like, if the feds after you, bro. The feds after you, bro. And they sent you last week Tuesday at 7 o'clock laid up with Shaniqua to your lady. Like, what you do with that?
They gonna drop your location to her
and
right when you know you messing up.
And say, Mark is here with Shaniqua if you want to see for yourself. Like, what? How? Like,
and tell me who ain't going.
And then, like, the government, dirty game, bro. They play a dirty game, and it explained, like, how much the FBI do stuff that's not even in protocol or even warranted in situations like.
And you can even see how, like, in the MLK FBI thing, you'll see how they'll manipulate certain situations to
make it seem more than what it was.
To get certain things. Like, they wanted to be able to do more surveillance on him. So a situation presented itself where they could be like, yeah, you see, he not really with you. So you should let us look more because he friends with this person.
Yeah,
and this person ain't right for real.
And they was just, and really doing that, that's where they learned his secrets. So instead of they just kept keeping up with his secrets.
It was like, ooh, these secrets could be beneficial.
This shit juicy.
They didn't even care about what they were trying to get because what they were trying to get wasn't there. It wasn't there.
Present.
So them doing those surveillance was teaching them that what they thought Martin was, he wasn't. However, we're getting this personal stuff that could still make him look bad. So let's just keep doing it.
Let's build up on the personal.
That's the crazy part. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, that was wicked. Oh, Martin, man, but that was a good one. And we started watching the Black Wall Street one.
Oh, Tulsa.
Yeah,
that's on Hulu too. We watch a lot of history stuff, and not just.
I got a young king, man. I gotta make sure I know what I'm talking about. My dad didn't sit down and have movies. We didn't have informational movie time. Like we didn't sit down and watch no Malcolm X biographies or nothing like that in my house.
That's very true.
So it's like when my son get at age, yeah, nigga, we finna sit down and watch this Malcolm X. I ain't even seen the one with Denzel, so I can't wait.
What you mean the one with Denzel? There is only one Malcolm X movie
the other one
that matters.
Oh. So we're gonna watch the Malcolm X movie. I ain't even seen it, so I'm dying to watch it. We're gonna watch the Martin Luther King movie. We're gonna watch the Obama movie. We're gonna watch all type of Egyptian. They do got that.
Nah, that's Southside with you. That's about Michelle.
No. Obama got his own little documentary. I seen
documentary.
Yeah.
Oh, you said movie.
It's a documentary movie.
Yeah, but I be thinking like Selma and Malcolm X movie.
We're gonna watch Selma. And we're gonna watch all these Egyptian.
The documentaries we gonna save for the teenage years.
Yeah, when you get a little older.
But like, yeah, Selma and Malcolm X and stuff like that, and the Harriet movie.
Yeah, man.
All of that stuff, and not
show them how these Europeans, because it ain't white people, because you gotta say the Europeans, because white people feel offensive. When these Europeans came over and took over these people's lands and stuff like that. So
when these white people came over and took over these people's lands, the hell.
So just it let my son know slavery was real, and they really are.
And it lasted for 400 years, and it's not been 400 years since slavery, and it has not been 100 years since Jim Crow.
So teach them all type of people to look out for.
And not just that, just like it ain't even just about being on the defensive, but being open to love any and everybody that you encounter, because for one, everybody deals with everything differently. Everybody has some form of hate in them, and your goal as a black man in this world is to just not have that hate projected on you at the end of the day. Some things you can't control, and I'm not trying to get you to, but what you can control is you and your actions.
And that's in any sense of the color, like white, black, Asian, don't matter. You have to be self-aware to not let somebody be able to project whatever they going through on you.
But I do, God damn, you and these bums. I do feel as though white people have to be more aware than anybody, because there is an implicit prejudice that they have, that it's not on purpose, but you just don't realize your privilege sometimes. I'm watching Grownish with Yara Shahidi and Chloe and Haley and them, and it's really good. And this particular episode is talking about race or whatever, and they got this white homegirl, and she was like, I don't see color. And then Zoe and Chloe are both just like, that's the problem, is you don't, when you say stuff like you don't see color, you're taking away from who we are as people, just like you're taking, that matters. Our skin colors do matter in this world, and we have to be real about that. So when you say you don't see color, that's you just really putting a blind eye to what's going on around you and acting as if you don't understand, or no, you do understand. That's just not how you move, and that's perfectly fine.
Right, because it's like, as black people, all black people ain't the same. So how we expect all white people? There's
black people and then there's niggas. That's why, when he was like, every nigga should see, and black people, because niggas are the ignorant ones.
Alright, so there's white people and there's crackers.
Cracker ass cracker.
It's two different things. Like, I love white people.
I love my white people.
I love this. It's white people I've met and group bonds with that shit. We locked in for life. Then there's some crackers that I can't stand. Simple as that. One of them,
it's some niggas I can't stand.
Exactly.
It's some black people I love to death. It don't matter. Like I would never say that I don't see color, but your skin color doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't determine how we rock. Like
how you treat me is how we rock.
How we converse, how we treat each other, how we go about talking to each other. That's all on you.
Because even like at my job, a lot of stuff happened that I didn't necessarily like. But it would take a lot for me to call it racial. I was the only black person in that office. But it didn't feel racial, for real. It could have, and I could definitely turn it to make it seem that way. But I do think black people tend to throw out racial, oh, it's a racial thing way too much, when it could be a class thing. It could be just a sense of ageism, because I was the youngest person in that office too. So.